in 1995 we've got 8 million homes online. That sounds like one piece of information. By the year 2005, we've got 97 million homes online. Another piece of information. They're telling you that x equals 0 is going to represent the year 1995. That's a very standard type of clue we have. So we're going to just say 1995. Instead of 1995, we're going to use the year 0. We're going to have the point 0, 8. And then in 2005, that's 10 years later, we're going to have 10, 97. So there will be the 2 points that we get out of this paragraph. And now we need to find the equation of the line, which means we need to find the slope for starts. Slope formula, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1 will be the second y minus the first y, 97 minus 8, over 10 minus 0. That will become 89 over 10, and I'm going to write this as a decimal. Sometimes I do that in word problems. Now, I've got the slope, I need the y-intercept, and in this problem, they actually gave us the y-intercept. 0 comma something, that's always the y-intercept. So we've got our b value right there, so we can just write y equals 8.9x plus that y-intercept of 8. Now, what is the slope? I think we've already answered that, 8.9. What does that mean in context? Well, anytime I interpret a slope, I like to somehow get a rise and a run here. And the rise is going to be the number of extra homes going online. The run is going to be my years. So I'm going to say every year, approximately 8.9 million, I want that there because of the context, 8.9 million more homes go online. That would be our interpretation. It then says use this equation to make a prediction. Well, in the year 2010, that is going to be 15 years after when this problem began in 1995. So 15 is going to be the value of x, which we substitute into the equation. Now the equation again is y equals 8.9 times x, in this case 15, plus 8. Okay, 8.9 times 15, I'm going to do this really quick. 45, carry my 4, get 44, put my 0 down there, 9 and 8, 5, 13, carry the 1, 13, 133.5. So I've got 133.5 plus 8, which basically means 141.5 million homes online in the year 2010. Okay, we now have a problem where we want to solve by graphing. Both of these are in slope-intercept form, so they're pretty much ready for us to graph. The first equation has a y-intercept of -2 and a slope of 3, which tells us to rise 3 and run 1. And I'm going to rise 3 and run 1 yet again. And this is going to be my diagonal line there. The second equation has a y-intercept at 2 and a slope of -1, which tells me perfectly that these two lines are going to intersect at this location right there, which is 1, 1. Now the graph really isn't the answer, it's this point 1, 1 that's the answer. These lines were a tool that we used to get to this solution. And you can check the 1, 1 if you want to by substituting it into each of these equations and verifying that yes, both of those are valid equations.